All right, growing up, I had this kid that lived across the street from me, and his name was Zachary. And we didn't really like Zachary, okay? He was kind of an asshole. He didn't really fit in with any of the other neighborhood kids. Hey, Zach, who's your favorite Power Ranger? I like Beetleborgs. Wow, you're a dumbass. He would be the kid that would always try to kick the football when you're playing catch, even though he couldn't kick worth a damn and it'd always go in the middle of nowhere.
All right, I'm gonna kick it.
Don't kick the football.
Kick it?
No, don't kick it.
Okay, I'm kicking it.
God damn it. And the kid would never swear. He wouldn't curse, he wouldn't do anything, which is good, I suppose. But it was the complete opposite for us. We'd be standing there like, man, I was up all fucking night playing Punch-Out on the fucking Nintendo and I couldn't get past that punk-ass bitch piston Honda. Motherfucker knocked my ass down 7 fucking times last night. Fucking bitch. Yeah. But one day, my buddy Tommy and I decided to go over Zachary's house just to see how the other side lives. So we go in his house and we meet his mom, and the entire time I'm looking at all these pictures up on the wall. And they're pictures of Zach and his family on vacation and doing a bunch of cool shit.
Whoa, Zach, you were on an episode of Saved by the Bell? His name is Zachary, Tyler, not Zach, okay? Call him Zachary.
What the fuck, Zachary? What the hell? What am I, his grandmother, calling him by his full name and shit? Yeah, whatever, weirdo. Then you can't call me Tyler, okay? Call me by my full name. Tylandosaurus Rex. You got it? Tylandosaurus Rex. Junior. That's my Christian name. So we go upstairs to look at his room, and he opens the door, and I swear to God, his goddamn bedroom is the...
His sister lets us right in. She doesn't give a shit.
Oh, you're here to ruin my brother's life? Oh, well, come right in. I'll show you to the bedroom.
We shoved all of his clothes in the trunk of my car, but we did leave him one t-shirt. It was one of my dad's old t-shirts, and it had a big-ass deer on it. Why the hell anybody would have that shirt, I don't know.
Hey, why do you got that weird shirt of a deer?
Well, because I fucking like deer, that's why. And if that wasn't enough, we rig a couple buckets up above his door that are filled with water and confetti, like we're a couple of Kevin McAllisters. So when he walks in, they both dump on him, and he gets all wet and sparkly. Has to change his clothes. But guess what? His ass ain't got no clothes. He shows up to my work wearing his sweet, sweet deer shirt, and he's like,
can I have my clothes back now?
Oh man, look at that sweet deer shirt you got on there. You must really like deer a lot. I bet you a nice shirt like that must have cost you a few bucks, didn't it? You get it, David? Bucks like a deer? Like the deer on your shirt? You look ridiculous, David. Get your goddamn clothes out of my car before somebody sees me standing here while you're wearing that shirt. God damn it.
Incident number 6.
Now, it's important to note that not every prank that we pulled was successful. Not all of them were home runs. For instance, we tried to get Cody with the old saran wrap over the toilet bowl trick. You know, so when he'd go take a piss, his pee would bounce off the saran wrap and shoot everywhere. Be ricocheting off the walls and shit, preferably right back at his stupid dumb face. So we put the plastic wrap on there, and it looks pretty good. Even with the seat up, it's not too noticeable. I mean, ideally, we were hoping that Cody sits down and pees like a girl. Then he'd end up peeing all over his own asshole. And nobody wants that now, do they? So now we're all just sitting around, waiting for Cody to use the bathroom. And we're trying our best to steer him in that direction.
Hey, Cody, you want a beer? How about 9 of them? You guys want to talk about waterfalls? We could talk about running water in general. How about that?
I got neon signs pointing to the bathroom and shit. Finally, he goes in there. We're all huddled around the door.
Toy guns.
He's gonna do it.
Bang,
he's gonna
bang,
pee on himself
bang.
'cause he's...
And it would be like the hottest goddamn day of the year. You'd be standing there like, God damn, it's hot out here, Michael. Look at you, you're sweating through your Scottie Pippen jersey, for Christ's sake. Why don't you go inside your house and get us a couple of cans of Coke before we die of a heat stroke out here? But that's my dad's Coke. Oh, I'm sorry, Michael. I wasn't aware you were a punk bitch. Get your dumb ass in there and get us some pop. So he prances his punk ass in the house, and I'm over there watching through the window. And not even 5 seconds later, what the hell do you think you're doing? Oh, I was just gonna get some Coke for us outside. Oh, so we're feeding the whole damn neighborhood now, are we? What? No, I was just gonna... No, apparently we're feeding the whole fucking neighborhood. It's not even real Coke, it's RC Cola. I don't give a shit what it is. I didn't know I worked 46 hours a week at Home Depot to feed his fat fucking face out there.
But Dad, he's my friend.
I don't give a shit if he's Woody goddamn Harrelson. He's not getting any of my damn Coke. And I'm still out there, about to keel over at any minute. I'm giving him the puppy dog eyes. I'm looking like Oliver Twist and shit.
Please, sir. I'd like some more.
And his dad's just looking at me like, I don't give a shit. Die. Go ahead, die right in my front yard. I could give two shits. Well, Michael, I don't see you giving him any of your stuff. Here, why don't we give him your Sega Genesis?
Still waiting for a fucking giraffe to be born. How exciting, Dan. We asked our viewers to vote on a name for the baby giraffe. 6% want to name him Jeffrey, and 94% want to name him Who the Fuck Gives a Fuck. Well, Dan, all I can say is this giraffe better be in a fucking Lion King movie because I'm freezing my ass off out here. No need to talk shit about the giraffe, Dan. Maybe if you were a better reporter, you wouldn't have to be there. Well, that's easy for you to say, Tom, since you just sit at a desk and lick our boss's asshole all day long. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a good ass licker, Dan. Your ex-wife sure seemed to enjoy it. Well, I'd rather lick the asshole of one of these zoo animals than my ex-wife, Tom. Huh, that's funny. I didn't know there was a difference, Dan. Well, with all the barbiturates and whiskey you consume on a daily basis, I don't doubt it, Tom. Don't take it out on me, Dan. It's not my fault you're drowning in back child support. Well, my child support won't last forever, Tom. Unlike that herpes you got on your upper lip. Don't talk shit about my herpes, Dan. It was a gift from your mother. But my mother's dead, Tom. Is that so, Dan? I was wondering why she was more quiet than usual. Excuse me. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to do the news. But the, baby giraffe is born now. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Congratulations, Dan. It's pretty ironic you made it to the birth of a giraffe, but not to either birth of your two children. Yeah, about as ironic as you getting a DUI coming home from that AA meeting, Tom. There, tickle me Elmo. There's a new boy in town, and his name is Limited Edition Brewstew plush toy. Get one for your kids, for your grandma Laverne. Hell, get one for your dog if he needs a new chew toy. These plush toys are the bomb diggity. Kids still say that, right, Dennis?
No.
Well, if you don't want to take my word for it, check out these sweet testimonials. Well, since my wife left me and my brother died in Vietnam, I spend all my time talking to this stuffed animal.
It makes a better toy than a paint roller.
Look, I don't know what the fuck a Brewstew is. Now, get out of my front yard, you mustached weirdo. These babies are limited edition. You will only be able to order them up until August 25th. After that, you're shit out of luck, and you'll be super sad. Tell them how sad they'll be, Dennis.
You'll be so sad, you'll cry like my dad did when my mom's boyfriend beat him up.
How many beers do you think I had today, Dennis?
I don't know, 15?
Sounds good to me. I'll give 15% off to the first 100 orders if they use the promo code BREW. What do you think of that, Dennis?
I don't think that's such a good...
Oh, shut the hell up, Dennis. If I took your advice, I would have never spent all your college fund money making these goddamn plush toys to begin with. Hang on, look how good we look. We even have hands, for Christ's sake. You know how much I wanted hands.
Yeah, Dad, and your mustache looks pretty good, too. It doesn't look like a soggy piece of dog shit on your face anymore.
All right, Dennis, go ahead and show the people a short clip of our new show.
I don't know how to work the VCR, Dad.
God damn it, Dennis. First the rotary phone, now the VCR. What do you know how to work? Get out of the way, let me do it. Welcome to Artie's Odds and Ends. My name is Artie, and this is my stupid-ass son, Dennis. Can I swear? Am I allowed to swear on TV? Ah, the hell with that, I'm swearing. We got old board games coming out of every orifice over here. They're all for sale, like this Monopoly board that's 50% off because it's missing some pieces. All right, Dennis, I'm gonna be the race car. You wanna be the pipe wrench from Clue or the black kid from Chutes and Ladders? If you hate your life like I do, get a new life with the Game of Life. $8.99. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get divorced and kill yourself. You lose the game. Oh, what the f? Right hand red, Dennis. This twister mat would make an excellent gift for anybody. $7.99. You know, Dennis, me and your mother used to play this all the time. As a matter of fact, you were conceived on this twister mat. And this was pretty much the same position, too. We got 10 episodes coming out of me getting drunk trying to sell a bunch of old shit out of my garage. We're talking fanny packs, Furbies, Ricky Martin sex doll for sale. We got it all. So click on the thingy right in the middle of the screen and check out Octopi's channel. And make sure you subscribe, too, so you don't miss the premiere of Artie's Odds and Ends. All right, Dennis, I've had enough of this. I'm gonna go get some beer, and then we're gonna play Monopoly with it if you'd like. Suck dick for money. Collect $15. Are you kidding me? You're telling me my mouth is only worth 15 bucks? You're gonna want to get this plush toy, Dennis. And if you don't want to take my word for it, check out these testimonials.
Oh, look, it's me. Ooh, I'm a sexy boy.
Why the hell would I want a plush toy of Michael? I already see his dumbass every goddamn day of my life. Why don't you guys do a plush toy of me? You do one of my stupid-ass stepson, but just because I get drunk every day and watch hockey in my underwear, I'm too good to get a plush toy, I see. And we're not just selling plush toys, Dennis. We have a brand new Brewstew merchandise store, and it's full of crap for you to waste your money on. Let the world know just how shitty of a parent you are with this Brewstew Youth t-shirt.
But Dad, Mom doesn't let me watch Brewstew.
Well, Dennis, that's because your mother is a scorpion woman, and the only thing she enjoys is divorcing people. Here we have this Brewstew Abbey Road t-shirt, inspired by the Beatles. You like to listen to the Beatles, right, Dennis? No. I like Lady Gaga. God damn it, Dennis, go to your room. You're grounded for the rest of the week. And in case you missed out last time, we also have the original Brewstew plush toy for sale. And in the next 24 hours, if you buy 2 or more plush toys, I'll give you 15% off your order if you use the promo code BrewBrew15. That sounds like a pretty good deal, doesn't it, Dennis? With your Rosie O'Donnell looking ass. There is a limited supply of these babies, so don't delay. If you can't buy one, have someone buy one for you. Ask your dad when he's done cutting the grass. Or ask your stepdad when he's done drinking that 6-pack of Old Milwaukee. Then you can get a sweet Brewstew plush toy and one of his stupid-ass little friends. Just imagine a cat laying on the floor, meowing every 2 goddamn seconds of your life. Not really meowing, more like yelling. Meow, meow, meow. It's like the human equivalent of a guy laying in his basement in his underwear just yelling, "Who wants to fuck me? Anybody? I'm down here. I'm ready." We'd be outside playing wiffle ball and shit. You could hear this goddamn cat from outside the house. Oh, god damn it! Would somebody just fuck that cat and get it over with? Michael, get your ass in there and take one for the team. And since she was in heat, Tinkerbell would always try to get out of the house. She was on a quest for some booty. She'd always end up in my neighbor's yard the next day. Like every other morning, the neighbor lady would have to bring her back over. "Hi, I found your horny-ass cat in my yard again." Now, originally, we were only supposed to watch Tinkerbell for a couple of weeks. But a couple of weeks turned into a couple of months. God damn it, Bob, when are you gonna pick up this cat? Cat? What cat? Oh, my cat, that's right. How's little Tinker Tots these days? It's Tinkerbell, Bob, and I'm about to throw this goddamn cat in a river if you don't pick her up soon. Listen to this shit, Bob. She sounds like a goddamn broken swing set. So we put up with this cat for about 6 months or so, until one particular morning, I'm out front playing wiffle ball, and the neighbor lady comes up to me. "Hey, your cat got quite the wiener decal you got there." Thank you. I drove all the way home with a wiener on my car, looking like a NASCAR that's sponsored by Wieners Incorporated. Okay, looks like Cody's name's going on the shit list. I call him up in the middle of the night. "I'm gonna get you back. You're not gonna know when, and you're not gonna know how, but I'm gonna get you back. You drew a wiener on my car, and you soiled my reputation, goddammit, I'm gonna get you!" But Cody was easy to get back. All I had to do was get some window chalk of my own and write "I drink pee" on his bumper right before he'd leave work. I did that sporadically for like a month. I also wrote shit on Brewer's car too because, well, what the hell, why not? Okay, so back to revenge on Steven, because after all, he's the one that started this whole goddamn mess, having the 12 Days of Christmas in my Cavalier. So me and Brewer are sitting there one night thinking, well, what's worse than drawing a big wiener on his car? How about drawing 1,000 tiny wieners on his car? That is a great idea. You are a goddamn genius. So that was the plan. Me, Brewer, his girlfriend, and my cousin David, we're all gonna sneak over to Steven's house at 2 in the morning, and by golly, we're gonna draw as many wieners as we can on his Ford Contour. So we're out there sneaking around in the dark, like SEAL Team 6, markers in hand, ready to draw some wieners, and there's his car, looking vulnerable just like mine was. So we get to wiener drawing. Some of them have smiley faces, some of them look like they've been hit by a car. In 15 minutes, we covered every square inch of that car with a phallus. Job well done, gang. Let's hit the road. The morning rolls around, and Steven's uncle pulls up in front of the house. He's the first one that gets to lay eyes on the Wienermobile parked out front. Oh my god, what kind of shit is my nephew getting himself involved in? He goes, "Well, this looks like a good place to piss now, doesn't it?" He just leans over on his side and starts peeing all over the place. Dude, what are you doing? We're playing hide and seek, goddammit. Now, granted, I know this is a damn good hiding spot. If Anne Frank would have hid under this damn minivan, she'd probably still be with us now, wouldn't she? But holy hell, if you gotta pee, go inside and pee. I'm not your pee pal. We're not that far in our friendship for us to be pissing under vans together. I went inside to tell his mom. I'm like, hey, your son's peeing all willy-nilly underneath your minivan. He's doing what? So since he had his weird pissing habits, we would make sure to get him back when he'd fall asleep. And he was always the first one to fall asleep during sleepovers. He was a real easy target. We'd do the old shaving cream trick. We put his hand in warm water, try to make him piss himself. But of course that never worked because he done pissed everywhere earlier that day. His tank was empty. He'd be passed out in the middle of the floor. We'd hover our ass an inch away from his face, let loose a big old fart point blank. He'd wake up the next morning, licking his lips and shit. Why does my upper lip taste like somebody's asshole? There's one time we hid in Matt's closet while he was sleeping, and we burst into his room, screaming, "Bees! Bees! Oh my god, they're everywhere!" Matt wakes up, completely delirious. He just starts screaming, "Ah!" He runs out the door right behind us, because he'll be damned if he's gonna get stung by a bunch of closet bees. Never mind the fact that bees watching hockey, getting mad at the TV. Oh, what kind of Mighty Duck bullshit was that? God damn it, Emilio Estevez. And 2, Michael didn't have anything to do in his room. He had like a dirty mattress in the corner, some TV from the 1950s. Holy hell, what am I, in a third world country? Michael, it's like a Turkish prison in this place? Where's all your stuff at?
My stepdad sold all my stuff for Marlboro Reds and Natural Light, but I do got this sweet paint roller.
What the hell are we gonna do with a paint roller, Michael? Don't you guys have a Sega Genesis downstairs? Let's go sneak down there and get it.
I don't know, the last time I snuck downstairs, my stepdad took my paint roller away.
Forget about the goddamn paint roller, Michael. Autistic kids play with paint rollers, for Christ's sake. Let's go downstairs and get your Sega. So we try to sneak down there. We don't even get to the bottom of the stairs before we get caught. What the hell do you think you guys are doing? It's a goddamn power play right now. The last thing I need is a couple of 8-year-old Oshkosh bagosh wearing assholes down here. So back to the Turkish prison we go, aka Michael's bedroom. Now Michael also had a sister, and she was upstairs in the room next to his. Now she was no Topanga from the Boy Meets World, but she was a year older than I was, which meant she was sophisticated. She didn't like Polly Pocket. She liked Buffy the Vampire Slayer and shit like that. Well, she comes over to Michael's room and she's like, what are you guys doing in here? Oh, nothing. Just, fucking off with this paint roller. What are you doing? So the three of us hang out in Michael's room. We actually end up having a pretty good time. We stayed up most of the night talking about all the stupid shit that Michael did when he was younger.
Remember when I dressed you up like a girl and made you marry the dog?
Who the hell I am? Hello everybody. I work at a car dealership in Ohio. Anybody want my autograph? But whatever. It's a free trip to Comic-Con. Me and Brewer figured, why the hell not? So we fly out there. We got to meet the Power Rangers and this guy that's starting a Nicolas Cage religion. But then it was time to do this goddamn animation panel. So I'm up there, sitting next to real animators, people that have actually done shit with their life. I got security guards yelling at me and shit. Hey, you can't sit up there. No, I'm supposed to be up here. Are you sure? I don't know. So throughout the whole panel, I pretty much just sit there with my thumb in my ass while nobody asks me any questions.
Yeah, this one's for the guy in blue. Who are you and what the fuck are you doing here?
So after the panel, there was an after party at a bar that everybody went to. Now, were we invited to the party? I don't know. Probably not, but we went anyways. All we knew was that it was an open bar, so we had a drink in each hand at all times. We're totally out of place there. There's people in suits, all dressed up, looking all fancy. Me and Brewer are standing in the corner with our band t-shirts, looking like Oliver Twist and shit.
Do you smell that? It smells like poor people out here.
There's people talking to me about buying condominiums and shit. I'm over there like, oh, that's cool. I overdrafted my checking account 3 times this month. Brewer's over there trying to teach people where we're from. Ohio, never heard of it. How could we do something like that? Well, 3 children died of exposure yesterday. Oh, who the hell cares? They were only first graders. Nobody gives a damn about them. Keep the schools open. So on the rare occasion that our school did have a snow day, it was a pretty big deal. You check the news early in the morning, see your school's canceled. Oh, hell yeah. I ain't doing shit today. I'm gonna eat some toaster strudels, play some Nintendo 64. Hell, I might even hang out with my mom today and watch Young and the Restless. Who knows? I look out the window. Michael's already out there shoveling the sidewalk. His stepdad's out there watching him with a beer in his hand. Put your back into it, you woman. This is your punishment for clogging the goddamn toilet over and over again. Now, on snow days, all the kids in my neighborhood would usually meet up at Williams Park to go sledding. Even though Williams Park wasn't known for their big sledding hills, they only had one dinky little 12-footer.
Wow, whoopity-doo.
But what Williams Park did have was a bunch of homeless people hanging out in the woods, doing whatever homeless people in the woods do. Now, why our parents would let us go to the park in the first place, I'm not sure.
Have fun at the park. And remember, if any homeless guys ask you to sit on their lap, just say, no thanks, maybe next time.
So we're out there, we got our sleds. Michael shows up last minute with like a garbage can lid.
My stepdad said he'd buy me a real sled when I stopped using so much goddamn toilet paper.
The homeless guys are watching us from a distance. They're licking their lips and shit.
Ooh, I bet I could snatch up that kid in the orange coat. I bet nobody would miss his obnoxious ass.
Michael's over there totally oblivious, sitting on his ass, eating snow by the handful.
Yummy.
None of our 9-year-old asses had a Charizard, but my friend Steven claimed that his dad had one. My dad's got a Charizard. Actually, he's got 2 of them. 2 Charizards? Yeah, the hell right. What are you talking about? What, is your dad famous? Does he know Bill Clinton? How the hell could anybody have 2 Charizards? Now, I know it's a little weird, an adult playing with Pokemon cards, but it was actually kind of cool. He'd be whooping our ass on a daily basis, talking shit the whole time. Boy, you play Pokemon cards like you write in cursive. Like shit. Blastoise uses Hydro Pump. Get that shit out of here. God damn, your ass better find a foster home to live in if you keep playing Pokemon cards like this. He'd be drinking beers with his buddies in the garage. Yeah, beat my son's ass in Pokemon yesterday. Straight up used Rain Dance to power up my Blastoise Hydro Pump. His stupid ass Weedle didn't stand a chance. Bob, what the fuck are you talking about? But Steven's dad really did have 2 Charizards, and he was willing to part ways with one of them. I'll trade you one of these Charizards for that Clefairy of yours. $10. Now, this Clefairy card was my first holographic Pokemon card. It's been with me since almost day one.
We've been through so much together. I'm your ride or die. You wouldn't trade my cute ass, would ya?
Oh, you silly bitch, Clefairy.
And
You
Michael
bet your
had the
ass
best
I'm gonna
strategy
for getting the most candy. We'd go up to a house and he'd be like,
Trick or treat! Oh, and today's my birthday, too. Oh, well, happy birthday. You get an extra piece of candy with your cute little Steve Harvey costume.
Michael, what the hell? Your birthday's in August.
Yeah, so what? If you lie to people, they give you more candy.
So every house we went up to, Michael would just make something up.
Trick or treat. I have lupus. Ah, sick. What the fuck?
Lupus? Here, take an extra piece of candy. God damn it, Michael, stop telling people you have lupus. Now, I didn't lie to people because, well, I'm not a piece of shit like Michael was, but I did get extra candy when people liked my costume. Oh, sweet, look, it's Johnny Depp. I love What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Here's an extra piece of candy. But then you'd have some houses that only passed out nasty candy that nobody liked.
You guys like Smarties?
I got some Mary Janes here. Anybody want those? No, I'll just take this dog turd in your yard instead. Thanks anyways. Because nobody wants to eat that shit. It's disgusting. You trying to trade all your nasty candy to your friends?
Anybody want to trade me for this box of Good and Plenties?
Michael, I'd rather eat out of somebody's asshole than eat a box of Good and Plenties.
Oh, come on, they're not that bad.
Nobody wants your goddamn Good and Plenties, Michael. I'd rather eat stuff under the kitchen sink than any of that black licorice bullshit. But the worst house on the street was this old lady that wouldn't pass out candy at all, but instead would give kids little orange Bibles to read. Do you got any Snickers instead?
Would you rather have Snickers or be saved from eternal damnation?
The Snickers.
Yeah, we'll take the Snickers. My soul isn't worth a damn anyways.
Now, we didn't want to just walk around our broke-ass neighborhood getting Mary Janes and Bibles all night, so we walked over to the rich neighborhood, where all the good stuff's at.
Holy hell, look at the size of this house. Is this where Batman lives?
What the hell are you guys supposed to be? The village people?
I'll be whatever the hell you want me to be if you give me candy.
They give us full-size candy bars and shit. We can't believe it. We're walking away mesmerized.
This is amazing. They gave me a full-size Kit Kat bar and I didn't even have to take my clothes off.
We all switch our costumes around, walk back up to the house and try to get another candy bar. You guys sure seem familiar.
Oh yeah, I'm the Macho Man.
Oh,
and I have hepatitis.
Looking a party. I take the shot, and I totally fuck it up. Well, some Lee Harvey Oswald I am. Jesus Christ, my ass wouldn't even hit JFK's convertible shooting like that. So let's slow the footage down and analyze it like some little rat Zapruder film. Here's the shot. And this goddamn rat does some Neo from the Matrix backflip bullshit over my goddamn bullet. Okay, so clearly the BB gun is not gonna work. Time to move on to rat poison. We sprinkle a bit of rat poison right on the front step of this asshole's house, and sure as hell the next day, it's all gone. They damn well licked that plate clean. 2 days later, I go in our basement, and there's 4 dead rats on the ground. All right, job well done. But wait a minute, where's that big bastard at? That goddamn Megazord rat is nowhere to be seen. 2 more days go by. I'm sitting in my room watching TV, and lo and behold, the big kahuna himself comes crawling across the floor in broad daylight like somebody's drunk uncle and just dies right there in the middle of the living room. And here's a picture of that goddamn thing. I put a little Taco Bell packet in there so you could get a reference of the size. But before we could celebrate, Brewer's dog prances on in. She sees that dead rat and she's like,
oh, what do we have here? A dead rat full of disease and poison? Well, I better have a lick.
Shortly afterwards, I walk out there, see Brewer's dog making out with this rat carcass. The dog looks up at me like,
well, I wasn't just gonna leave it there. I'm a dog, you stupid ass.
So I panic. I call up Brewer while he's at work, and I'm like, your dog was just licking a dead rat like an ice cream cone. You got any last words you want to say to her? But she was all right. We took her to a vet afterwards, and they gave her some medicine. How about you don't let your dog eat dead rats? So our house was officially rat-free, nobody got typhus, and I could poop in peace again. The end. Woman's turd. So there I am, scooping out this turd out of a toilet. I'm cradling it in my hand like I'm holding a goddamn baby bird. The last thing I want is this thing to break in half, and then I gotta do it all over again. Luckily, we took a video of that glorious day. So here you can see the face of a man that's got no dignity left. Absolutely none whatsoever. And here I go to scoop out the turd. Yeah, I had to blur out the turd like it's a suspect in an episode of Cops. I mean, it is human shit. A lot of people don't want to see that. If you look closely, the toilet bowl kind of looks like it's filled with Sunny Delight. That's not Sunny Delight. That's just what 8 days of piss looks like. What a time to be alive. So with turd in hand, I run out front and throw it in the garbage can in the street. The neighbors next door are sitting outside on their porch. Oh my God, did that guy just throw a turd in the garbage can? I don't know what to say to him, so I just wave at him with my shit-smeared glove hand. Wow, this neighborhood's really going to shit. Boy, that's for sure. I go back in the bathroom, and I realize, oh yeah, I still got all this goddamn Sunny Delight in the toilet bowl to clean out. So I run to the kitchen and grab a soup ladle. And like some kind of shitty lunch lady, I scoop it all out into a bucket. boy, my Saturday afternoon sure is going swell. I can't imagine it being any better at this point. Just then I look over, and Grandma's in the doorway with no pants on.
I gotta use the potty right now.
Holy hell! Get some pants on, Grandma! The potty's not ready yet!
God damn it, what is this, Pakistan? I can't even shit in my own house.
So finally, I get everything scooped out, and I take the bolts off the toilet and lift this big porcelain bastard up, and I just throw it in the bathtub.
If you're
I
one
don't know
of
what to
those
do
weird
with
old
it.
men
I'm
that keep
frustrated as
messaging
hell.
me
Late at night, you need to stop. I'm off the market now.
Ah, darn it.
So after we got married, my wife and I decided to go to Mexico for our honeymoon. Now, I've never been to Mexico before, so I didn't know what to expect. And everybody that I talked to pretty much told me the same thing. Just don't drink the water down there, you hear me? You will shit your whole asshole off if you do. And then they gotta make you a new asshole out of your belly button. And nobody wants an asshole belly button, let me tell you. But that didn't concern me because we're staying at an all-inclusive resort in Cancun. Who needs water when you're drinking alcohol 24/7? Now, I don't mean to brag or anything, but I did take 4 years of Spanish in high school. That means I know 18 words in Spanish. Sure, 10 of them are numbers, but I do know how to order a beer in Spanish, and I know how to say the library is red. Thank you so much, high school Spanish. What a fucking waste of time you were. So we're at the resort. I'm at the bar speaking my shitty Spanish. Una cerveza, por favor. Look at me, I'm speaking Spanish over here. La biblioteca is roja. Yeah, well, I could give a fuck about your red libraries. Take your beer and beat it. So the first day in Mexico, we pretty much just laid out in the sun and got drunk. And it took a whole 45 minutes for the Mexican sun to destroy my pale body, so that was cool. I mean, I put sunscreen on, but since I was half drunk, I only put it on part of my face and body. So for the rest of the trip, I had to walk around like an idiot with all these random burn marks everywhere. There's people looking at me like I got leprosy and shit. Ah, sick! Honey, get the kids out of the pool. But regardless, I still had a good time. We were meeting people from all over the world. Everybody you talk to wants to know where you're from. Oh, you're from the United States. Are you from New York or California? We're actually from one of the 48 other states that nobody gives a fuck about. Because this is what the United States looks like to most people that aren't from here. It's no big deal, I accept that. But after a while, if anybody asked, I would just be like, yeah, we're from the US. We are from New York City, California, America land. That's us right there. But we did get drunk with some old Canadian people though, and that was a pretty good time. I'm over there drunk as hell, just babbling on about anything Canadian I can think of.
So you guys like maple syrup? That's cool, I do too.
Somehow, in my panic, I grab my phone and I call my roommate. You know, he's 12 feet down the hallway, but I'm gonna call him on my phone.
Hello?
Oh yeah, you get it right this time, asshole. Good job. Hello indeed. Something just slammed up against my door. I'm freaking out. Did you hear something messing around with the thingy that turns the shower on? Thingy that turns the shower on? The faucet? No, the other thing.
The handles?
No, the damn thing that makes the shower go.
Water pressure?
Jesus Christ, forget it. Yeah, Brewer, water pressure. That makes a noise, right? Guess what time it is? Sleeping with the lights on time, my favorite. I eventually go back to sleep, somehow. And a few hours later, my roommate wakes up to his dog throwing up. You know that unmistakable, shitty sound dogs make when they're about to barf all over the place? You hear that shit from the other room and you're like, oh no, barfarama time. And the countdown's on, you gotta shuffle your dog outside before he pukes all over your PlayStation 2. So his dog throws up all over and he has to clean it up at ass o'clock in the morning. He's in the kitchen and he's washing his hands. Now, according to his testimony, he says he heard someone say, "What are you doing?" from somewhere towards the living room. He looks over and he sees this goddamn black shadow peeking around the Christmas tree. Now his first thought is, holy piss, there's somebody in the house.
Get out of here, you little pervert!
He goes running into the living room, and this is where I wake up. I have no idea what's going on. I'm thinking we're getting raided.
Ah, what's going on? Is it the Russians?
He gets out there. There's nothing there. I walk out there to see what all the hubbub is about.
Dude, I just seen a black shadow from behind the Christmas tree.
Well. Look who's seeing shadow people now. It's behind the Christmas tree, huh? You sure it wasn't the Grinch? Huh? He's stealing all our presents? I don't know, Brewer. Sounds a lot like the Grinch. Yeah, it's not funny when it happens to your ass now, is it? We're sitting on the couch like, okay, well, what do we do now? We either A, have a severe gas leak in the house and we're hallucinating, or B, we did bring a ghost in the house thanks to that goddamn Ouija board. I'm pretty sure. And first off, I know what you're saying. Another goddamn cat story? What kind of pervert is this guy? Well, I don't care. I'm telling it anyways. Now, my cat Tiffany is, well, there's no good way to put it. She's an asshole. That's why I named her Tiffany in the first place, because every Tiffany that I've ever met in my life was an asshole. She also isn't fixed either. So that meant she would do that really cool thing where she'd meow every 5 goddamn minutes of my life, driving everybody crazy. Meow, meow. Not to mention she keeps getting outside the house looking for some cat booty, so clearly we have to get her fixed. Because I know if I don't, I'm gonna walk into my house one day, see Tiffany there with a bunch of baby kittens like, hey, how's it going? Oh yeah, by the way, I had some babies all over your fucking living room floor. Hope you don't mind. No, that is not happening. So my fiance calls the vet and schedules an appointment to get her fixed. And we also have a dog named Zeke, and we figure, oh, what the hell? We might as well get him fixed too. Maybe they'll hook us up on a deal. 2-for-1 special. Buy one, get one, coupon, pet neuter, specialty. Who the hell knows? Now, Zeke is a golden retriever, and everybody loves golden retrievers because they think of sweet dogs like Air Bud or Shadow from Homeward Bound, and that's what I was thinking when I got him too. I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm about to be playing basketball with this dog in my driveway. Maybe he'll save Tiffany's ass from a waterfall or something. Who knows? But no, we didn't get Air Bud. We got Zeke the dog. That's what we got. And Zeke the dog doesn't play basketball. He eats turds out of the litter box instead. That's what Zeke the dog does. Well, they were just laying there looking delicious. What was I supposed to do? So the morning of the appointment rolls around. We got Zeke on his leash, ready to take him to the vet. He's got no idea what's going on. He's got no objections whatsoever. What are they gonna do to my balls? Oh, hell, I don't care as long as I get to ride in the car. Let's go on a car ride. Woo-wee! But Tiffany, on the other hand, she knows something's up right from the get-go. What do you think you're doing with that box, huh? That dumbass dog might be cool with you cutting off his fun parts, but I sure as hell ain't. I go to pick her up. She starts freaking the hell out. She's squirming around. She turns into a blurry brown ball like a goddamn Sonic the Hedgehog character. She's scratching the shit out of me. The only way I could get her into her carrier was to Michael Jordan slam dunk her ass into it. Here's a picture of my sir, we're gonna have to cut you off. Well, why the hell do you gotta do that? Because you had 9 Michelob Ultras at 2 in the afternoon on a Tuesday, that's why. But things always started to pick up around dinner time. All of a sudden, I would be up to my asshole in orders. And this would be the time a second cook would come in, and his name was AJ. And let me tell you about AJ. He was nothing like me. He was not fast, he wasn't efficient, and he sure as hell didn't make any sexy pizzas. Jesus, Martha, what a fugly pizza. I'd have to be drunk as hell to have relations with this thing. Hey, I'm drunk as hell. I'll fornicate with that pizza. AJ was so bad at his job that I just refused to call him by his real name. I'm not calling you AJ anymore, you hear me? Until you stop sucking ass and making pizzas, your name is gonna be Debbie. Debbie? Why do I have to have a girl name? Because you make pizzas like a slut, that's why. And I can't think of a sluttier name than Debbie, so get back to work, Debbie. So there we were, Javier and Deborah, the Batman and Robin of making pizzas. I mean, I was the one making pizzas, really. Half the time, Debbie wouldn't even help me out. He'd be in the break room with his thumb up his ass, not doing a damn thing. Well, that wasn't a very nice thing to do. So when he wasn't looking, I'd pour a bunch of olive juice into Debbie's Dr. Pepper, because that's what you get when you're a bad coworker. Oh, why's my drink taste like a dog's asshole? You can kiss my ass, Dr. Pepper. Now, since Debbie was worthless and pretty much a piece of furniture in the kitchen, I'd make him handle all the phone calls. Hello, this is Debbie. Will this be for pickup or delivery? What happened? Did you order the pizza? No, some weird transvestite named Debbie answered the phone and I got uncomfortable. And it was probably a good thing that he handled most of the customers because when you're getting slammed with orders in a 110-degree kitchen, you tend not to be in the greatest mood. I don't care how many books you read. How you play field goal is, you run up behind somebody and you kick them in the ass. Kinda like you're kicking a fucking field goal. It's not a very complex game. I mean, there's only one rule, and that is that you have to yell field goal right before you do it, just to give that person a split second to tense up and realize, oh, I'm about to get a size 4 philo right up my asshole. So we pretty much kicked our own asses all the way to school, and that was that. Now the walk home from school was totally different. Class is over, it's time to get your ass home. Pokemon's on at 4 o'clock, goddammit, I gotta get out of here. Now on our journey home, there were a few landmarks that we would pass. Of course, the first one would be the porn shop that was 100 yards from the school. Oh, sick, look at that pervert. Oh, goddammit. But after that, we would be at the corner of the road where Linda the crossguard lady was. And Linda was a little off her hinges. She would say all these euphemisms and metaphors, and we wouldn't have the first idea what the hell she was talking about. It's a pretty nice day out today, ain't it? You could wax a water buffalo on a day like today. What the fuck is she talking about? Just don't look at her. If you make eye contact, she keeps talking. Like my pappy used to say, just this dirty guy that smells like crispy bacon. Sir, can you tell me what it was like inside the building? Well, it was hot. Well, no shit, it was hot. The building's on fire, you fucking idiot. Dan, can you ask the victim what it feels like to lose all his precious belongings? Sure thing, Tom. Hey, stupid fuck. Now that all your shit's on fire, what do you think you're gonna miss the most? Probably my dog. I have a dog named Tanya. Oh, that's terrible, Dan. Who the fuck names a dog Tanya? I was thinking the same thing, Tom. I thought only strippers were named Tanya. Well, Dan, you certainly would know, wouldn't you? Boy, that's for sure, Tom. Can you tell me what breed the dog was? She's a Dalmatian. Ooh, I don't like Dalmatians, Dan. I once tried to feed my neighbor's Dalmatian a sausage one time, and the motherfucker bit my finger. Yeah, fuck Dalmatians, Tom. I hope it's dead. If anyone has any news on Tanya, the missing stripper, I'm sorry, Tanya, the missing Dalmatian, please call the number below. Hold that thought, Tom. It looks like a firefighter was able to pull the dog from a second-story window, saving poor little Tanya's life. Oh, wait a minute. That dog's name's Tanya? I know a stripper named Tanya. That's miraculous, Dan. I thought that dog was super dead. Yeah, I was hoping so too, Tom. I
I'm Dan Peterson, reporting for 13 o'clock news. That's a good girl there, Tanya.
From a speaker.
Yellow car, your ride has temporarily stopped. If you haven't made your peace with God yet, now's the time to do it.
Okay, cool. So there I am, sitting there, praying to God. And I know God's probably up there like, bitch, you only talk to me when you need something. You should have got the corn dogs, dumbass. This whole time my girlfriend's catatonic, refuses to remove her hands from her face. And I'm like, this is what you wanted, you fucking witch doctor? You cursed us. In case we die on here, in case we die on here.
In case we die on this bitch.
Everybody down at the ground at this point is hoping that the fucking thing just topples over so they can be on the news. Oh, I just can't believe this. I wonder what's going through their minds right now. I should have got the fucking corn dogs. Meanwhile, I'm up there taking Snapchats of everybody looking at their feet. Because if I don't distract myself, I'm gonna lose my mind. Look at me. I almost look happy. But really, I'm just distracting myself so my pants aren't filled with 2 turds and a puddle of piss. 15 minutes go by, and some dude in a hard hat comes riding up the hill in a fucking bucket, and he stops at this guy sitting at the ass end of the car who's wearing a goddamn GoPro on his head. Yeah, that's right. These assholes stopped the whole ride for a goddamn GoPro. It's not like this dude was wearing a fucking double reel camera from the 1920s on his head. Some dude with a boom mic behind him and shit. They take his GoPro away, and then they start the ride up like nothing ever happened. Nobody's even having fun at this point. Everybody's worried about the piss sloshing around in their pants. We pull back into the station, and all the people in line just start clapping for us, like we killed a terrorist up there or something. 2 security guards take camera face off the coaster while everybody's trying to huck rocks at him. And then Satan himself, or the guy controlling the ride, I mean, is like, hey, sorry that pervert wanted to film the back of your guys' heads. You guys want to go again? No, I think I want to get off. You're going again, bye.
Hello? What? Sorry, I'm talking on my gun phone. Can you hear me? And these guys were pretty good. They're knocking bullseyes left and right. They're shooting behind their head and shit. That's damn good shooting. You're a real Lee Harvey Oswald, aren't you? Meanwhile, I'm over here shooting like a nearsighted stormtrooper. Holy hell, some Lee Harvey Oswald you are. Jesus, JFK would have fucking seen the moon landing if your ass was shooting at him. Needless to say, I was the weak link on our little rifle team. Now, for every match, we would shoot 4 rounds in 4 different positions. And offhand was the hardest position by far, because you're just standing there and you got no support. I'd be out there trying to steady this 25-pound grandpa rifle with my 12-year-old noodle arms. I'm shooting all over the goddamn place. My target looks like I'm shooting my name in cursive down there. I'm shooting out light bulbs and shit. The instructor's pulling out Kevlar vests for everybody. We got like a camera crew out there filming me. What not to do when shooting a rifle indoors. I'm surprised somebody didn't go out there and just break my rifle in half. That's enough of that bullshit. You're gonna fucking kill somebody, you maniac. But in the end, it didn't matter how bad I shot because we won the championship anyways. My teammates were so good, I could have shot my rifle backwards and we still would have won. I know I didn't contribute much. Hell, I was practically the mascot of my goddamn team. But we still won. Hey, I get a trophy too, right? I'm still a part of this team, even though I don't got a fancy spaceship rifle or Dawson's Creek. I'm a goddamn champion. Who wants my autograph?
Brewstew.com